evening, everyone, and welcome to the Midnight Ride with Grayman Prepping. I thought I set it to start at 10:30, a half hour later, but I got here. Oh shoot! I forgot. I didn't set it up right when I set the original thing up, so I knew it was going to go late, even though there were only 4 items on the agenda. When I saw one of the items, it's like, oh man, she's going to go on forever and ever and ever, and she did. All right, well, first let me get over here and just say hi to everybody. Okay. All right, let's get back to the top here. If it'll get back, screw up. There we go. Okay, first one in was Shadow Scout Swede, followed by Mark at Mad Chick Acres, then Kaylin's Train. Then Uncle Al, Diebold Fraud 79. Then Lewis, it's the Marshmallow Man. And they're all talking here. If I can scroll on down here about it, jumping all over the place on me. Then Mark comes in with a second channel, Chef Tech. Everybody's talking. Good. Yes, I'm in Idaho. Yes, I'm in Idaho. And we got a small city council who's trying to fix things from the last 23 years. Okay. Rachel Knight is here. Uncle Al. Okay. Shawnee's here. I'm going to have to go back to the radio and just read what all you guys were talking about at the beginning. That's a lot of stuff you guys are talking about there. Carrots, broccolis, videos, and other stuff you guys are talking about. You get caught up here. Mother Earth Garden Club, welcome. Suzanne Gallet is here. Okay, Daniel Berry Sports Highlight. Joseph Moore. CB at Hugo Homestead. Phantom Clan Wolf. Walt Rogers. Shadow Scout Swede's been a member for 6 months. Woo! Okay, I'm caught up there on that. All right. So the big update on City Council meeting tonight, folks. Brian, the new city maintenance guy, it took about 10-15 minutes expected to do his water thing, which he asked me to bring everything up to speed on water and repairs and stuff. Not a big deal. Then they had the attorney go over the new city ordinance for first he went over with the agreement with the sheriff's office, which they got everything done with the sheriff's office. Now the district attorney's got to sign off on it. It's a mutual aid packet thing. And the district attorney's dragging his feet. So anyways, he should have it to us by next month. So that'll be all signed and everything done next month. The right-of-way agreement work and stuff was presented to them, and so they got the paperwork for it, a couple pages to take home and read over the stuff, so they didn't have to go through it in the city council meeting. The attorney was smart. He said, "Here it is. No, read it at home." Then the city clerk roll out this big old packet of for budget stuff. Here's your homework. You guys can read it over at home. But I want to go over a few things here first. 45 minutes later, she gets to the last person on the agenda. I mean, it's like if it's homework, you give it to them, you let them read it at home. You don't have to go over each and everything, nickel and dime, a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit there. They're going to have to read it over anyways to understand what the heck you're nickel and diming. But anyways, all right. So that finally got done, and some people, I don't know if we need to raise the water rate the full amount. Well, let's see. They haven't raised it in 23 years. They haven't done the cost of living increase every year. We are $45 behind, lower on the water bill rate than we should be compared to every other city around us. We're $45 lower behind, and we're going in debt because of it. Yeah, I told them, hey, as a citizen who doesn't like to pay stuff, I would rather you go ahead and raise it up to the $75 now so that we don't get dinged with major repair bills later on because we don't have the money to get the stuff taken care of for preemptive stuff. Okay. Anywho, yeah, that's what it was for tonight and stuff. And then some people just, they talk worse than me and my sister do, and we haven't seen each other for 6 months. And these guys has only been a couple hours. Cool. Yeah, things move slowly sometime. All righty. Let me jump over I got 5 news articles to go over. So let me go over these real quick here. Headline, see which 4 states have worse traffic than California. This study in this, come on, you stupid ad, get out of the way. I hate it when they throw ads up, keep popping up in the way of it. The main thing on this is they took the number of vehicles registered for the state and the miles of highway in the state and divided it and said, all right, so these are the ones with worst traffic because they got the most vehicles per number of miles. Problem is, in California, there are a couple million miles of mountain roads that nobody hardly ever drives on ever. So there's no traffic out there. They're all down on the main highways. So technically, for the vastness of the state of California, with all the millions of miles that nobody's using of roadway, should be number 1 for the worst traffic. I was going through the numbers here and stuff. So the worst one is Hawaii. Hawaii has 293,000 vehicles. 973 vehicles for every 1,000 miles of roadway. They only got about 2,000 miles of roadway. I mean, it's a couple of islands. They don't have that much roadway on it. Second in this nation is New Jersey with 921 vehicles per 100,000 of miles of roadway. Well, Jersey has a lot more roadway, a lot more. Florida was third with 122,000 change per 1,000. Massachusetts, where's Massachusetts again here? Because they took it out, they put the stuff out of order here. Massachusetts is fourth with 120,000 and change per 1,000. Maryland is sixth with 117, which puts California between there. And you know what's interesting? Where is it? Oh, they didn't put California up here. 119,000 for every 1,000 miles of roadway. Well, there's millions of roadways that nobody's using. So you can see where I'm going. Anyways, that's how California came in 5th instead of 1st. All right, next one. Good thing in California. Restaurant service fees will soon be illegal in the state. What that is when they have the price on the menu, then back to the other service fees, blah, 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 and they tack on other fees. Utilities fees, service surcharge for groups larger than 6, and they all, health inspection service fee or whatever. They tack all these on to bring it up so that when you wind up paying, you're paying twice as much as you thought you're going to be paying. So, but soon that will be illegal. The price, they have to list the final price for each item on the menu starting July 1st. All right. Let's see. The next one here. Heat wave, high risk takes hold for Mother's Day weekend. Yeah, so this weekend's supposed to be really high in California, which means it goes across. I mean, because there's still areas that are getting snowstorms right now. Get to the full story here. What do they say for the heat wave? Okay, they got areas that are they put up the wrong map. They didn't realize it. They put up something else. They put up a temperature change map instead of showing what the actual temperatures are. So like in Contra Costa County, it's going to be 25 degrees higher this weekend than it was last weekend. That doesn't tell anybody what the actual temperatures are. Do they got one down here farther? No. Oh, finally have one. 91 degrees in Contra Costa County, where the staff sergeant's at. Hey, Holly Ivins, how's it going? So, but that temperature wave is going to be moving over towards us about Tuesday or Wednesday next week. So, which means it's going to be going across Colorado, Wyoming into Kansas, Oklahoma, and stuff. So there's going to be a heat wave moving across into the central states, into Tornado Alley. And let's see. Major retailer is bringing back Babies R Us to 30 California locations. So Kohl's is, I guess, is going to feature a little Babies R Us little store within their store. And then the last one here, which is going to trickle down to every other state. Major fee hike to hit Californians' monthly utility bills. This may be the thing that pushes the staff sergeant to get out of California. The plan the approved plan requires most residents to pay an additional $24 per month, roughly $300 per year, in addition to what they actually use in electricity. So that's $24 in service fees they're tacking on to the electric bill. Service fees. You can expect service fees coming to your local utility company within the next 12 to 18 months. What a load of crap. Okay, so that's the news. So what's on your guys' mind? I do have some good news about my garden. In one of the raised planter beds, I planted 9 Grand Rapids lettuce. All 9 came up the last 2 days. So I now have I got 4 in the house and 9 more outside that are growing. And here's Mark. So I will have 13 lettuce plants, which is more than enough for me, my daughter, my grandkids, my son-in-law, and their rabbits. Yeah, let's see. I got I have 2 of the rainbow charts that have come up, waiting for the others to come up here. Now that weather's getting warm, we'll see what happens. Okay, what's the question? Can California charge the power company a service fee for paying their bill? No, because then they'll charge you a charge for using online, or then a separate charge for using mail-in, or separate, however you pay it. But yeah, no, this is a service charges for delivering it, going for getting more from solar panels or renewable energy sources and stuff. It's a whole bunch of BS.
I just lost my 15% discount for auto pay. Hey, Lewis, 15% discount for auto pay on my cell phone bill because I was using a credit card. They now want my debit card or a routing number. I'm like, no, you are not getting full access to my bank, because when you get hacked, and you already have been, my credit card company can actually see a fraud charge and kill it. But if they get access to my debit card, no, they can just suck me dry, and
yeah,
I'm done. So
do you get a discount if you use a check?
Nope. Only if you're auto pay on a debit card or a routing number direct to your bank account.
Yeah.
Not happening.
Yeah.
Thanks, T-Mobile.
Yeah. Yeah, that's when you start getting something going on Facebook and Instagram and stuff. Oh, look what T-Mobile's doing, and get a bunch of people screaming about it. And then you check into something like what is that? What's the one Ryan Reynolds does? Mint, which is they lowered their monthly bill down to $15, and the ad for that is absolutely hilarious. Because we don't believe in our customers over and them.
Oh, I've seen that ad. That's funny. He is funny.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
my wife decided. Oh, go ahead, Lewis.
I'm always getting stuff for Rogers on my cell phone. You know, like I never bother with it anyways. Stuff like to call back to the States and back, and certain internet charging or roaming charging or stuff like that. And I'm like, I can't be bothered with it.
Yeah.
Well, now that all my plants are out from under the grow light and been outside for 2 weeks, my wife now wants me to put a lettuce upstairs. I'm like, I can do that. I have all kinds of trays and tubs and things and grow lights that are not being used right now. So, yes, Gil, I'm going to start growing lettuce indoors and probably leave it there if it works well, as long as one of us gets in there and waters it all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, those restaurant busing trays I'm using for it. I gotta water it, since the water doesn't drain out. It kind of sits in the bottom, and lettuce is one of those things that can sit in wet soil. And so I just stick my finger down in there. If it's dry, only this much of my finger, and then it's really wet down there, that's good for another day. And then I will pour a half gallon of water on it and just let it sit for 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, I have a bunch of window box planters and a lot of stainless steel hotel pans, like 4-inch deep. So I don't need to go buy bus tubs. I have enough cooking equipment.
Yeah. Gunslinger Outdoors is in the house. Woo!
Yeah, I got to get I got some tree stumps to get busted up in a garden bed to get tilled up really good, and another one to get tilled over a couple times.
Yeah.
And then I got to get my plants hardened off outside before I can plant in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, I got 4 IBC totes for my well, I got 2 ICB totes in good cages, one in a munched up cage, and one without a cage. And as I was getting them, there were 5 more there. And I was shuttling them over with the tractor. I pull up to some other people, whip up there, start throwing them on the tractor. I go, hey, those are mine. And they go, Whoa. So otherwise I would have had 9 IBC totes. But so I gotta start replacing some of my short ones. I'm gonna take the dirt out, take the liner out, put the full size high liner in, throw the dirt in there, do the same thing with the short one next to it. Then I'll put some 2x6 around the top, make a frame for it to hold it together, and that'll just increase it, make it easier to work instead of bending down low. Okay, Holly planted potatoes today, cardboard boxes. Woo! But yeah, so I got so in my little 4-inch pots for my Wando peas that didn't grow, I stuck 4 more in to see if those will sprout. I added 1 more of the golden zucchini that didn't sprout, and then 4 more of the butternut squash that didn't sprout. And my 4 Praxis tomatoes from Geeky Gardens has sprouted. The nasturtiums I tried starting didn't do anything over 2 weeks of sitting in the pot, so I stuck some more seeds in. Yeah, so but tomorrow I got to go out here in the back and just finish breaking out all that straw. Now it's drying up enough where I can walk on it or sinking in the mud and get the straw spread out, and then I can take the Wando peas out there and plant them so they can start growing all over the place. And the same thing with the zucchini and the butternut. And Dana too's in the house. And once I get Ace Man's here too. Almost missed him. And get that stuff all planted. And lost Mark. And yes, I got a bunch of planting here. I'm going to be doing over the next couple of days. And I don't know how it happened, but the right front tire on my tractor went. I aired it up, and it took about 2 days for it to go flat again. So I'm gonna have to go out there and jack it up and fill it up, and then take the soapy water and spray on it to find out where the leak is, to see if I find some sort of little nail or something in there. And then I got to put some green slime in it to seal it up.
Yeah, it could. I had the snow thrower do that to me, and I put that stuff in there, that sealant stuff in there, and it kept doing it, and then so I had my neighbor there take it off and check it all out. It wasn't the bead; it was the valve stem.
Mm.
Sometimes it can be the valve stem or the bead, just where the around the if it's just a little pinprick kind of thing too, because if it was a nail, by the sounds of it, it was like a nail, it'd be going flat by the end of the day, guaranteed. But if it's going flat a couple of days, right?
Yeah. Well, see, I've had a nail in there before, and it took like 3 or 4 days for it to bleed out past the nail because it was a tight fit around the nail. It's just barely, coming out. So, but yeah, there's a lot of I got a lot of garden work to do, and then I also, now that it's drying up and it's going to be dry for the next looks like the next 20 days, I got to get on the lawnmower and start cutting the forest down. That's called grass, and get that cut down and get that put up in the garden area as mulch as well. I mean, just this rain for a day, sunshine for a day and a half, rain a little bit, sunshine for 2 days, rain. It doesn't dry out enough when we get out there to mow it. And then, of course, it's growing there. Oh, it rained. Okay, we're slow down. Oh, it's sunshine. And it grows a bunch. Yeah, I would just love to turn most of that grass area into garden stuff where I just rototill. I set it down so our rototill's about an inch, 2 inches in. Just go make a couple passes. Okay. Oops. Now time for the weeds are starting to come up. Do that until I can. Whoa! Lightning strike. He lost power. He's on his phone. Wow. Okay, so if anybody hasn't heard the news, all right, so there's been four CMEs launched from the sun at the Earth. First ones are supposed to be coming in tomorrow. Let's see if I can find this here real quick. SUSPICI. Come on, work. Great. Internet's starting to act up, folks. Come on. All right, fine. I'll do it this way. Try making a research again. There we go. Suspicious. Okay. See if I can get this up. I know it's going to throw an ad in it, so I'm not going to share it yet. 3, 2, 1, end. So this is the one from Ben Davidson, Suspicious Observers. And so there's solar storm, impact force solar storms from the down here in this area down here, they're just popping off left and right. And you see the flashes. Look at that. Look at that going. And you can see the shock waves going around there on it. And then this ribbon up above here, the ribbon up there just went. So, yeah. Let's see if I go to the CMEs here. There is Soho showing them going off, the shock waves and stuff. And let's see, go over here. This is what's scary. I get right there. This is the NOAA Emerald stuff. Watch this. So two right behind it, they're catching up, just piling on as it hits us. So there they go. 1, 2, 3, piling in together, and they still don't have the fourth one in here yet. So they're saying 12 hours of forecast could be off. So looking at early tomorrow morning to early Saturday morning. Yeah, earthquakes are going to be popping up, are going to be increasing. And this is going to be let's see if I can find it here. I'll bring it back up here to you guys. Okay, so, all right, he's back. Let's see if I can find it here. I'll bring it back up.
Yeah, I was on my iPad there, and we had a lightning. We just got struck by lightning, and everything went out, and now I'm back on. So,
all right. So level level 3 storm, which is a KP7 event, 90% possibility we're going to see over it. A level 4, which is KP8, is 50%. For level 5 KP9, I've never seen it above 4, and he has this 25. And it turning into a kill shot, there's a 10% possibility of it, but he really thinks that's a high number. But yeah, and that would be like the Carrington event, twice as long, twice as strong. So just going to cover the other stuff there. Anyways. Yeah, so go ahead and check it out. It's the latest one that came out today, this afternoon on Suspicious Observers. If somebody wants to drop the link to that, I'd appreciate it. And so yeah, it's going to be tomorrow's going to be interesting. Of course, I got to hit the bank tomorrow. I finally got the rent check from my daughter to take up there, and I got to get some more stuff at Wally World, namely the cheap bread, and some more of the Welch's Naturals, no corn syrup or high fructose corn syrup added jellies. Problem in Mother Earth, it's coming right at us. It's going to be nailing us. How hard it nails us, that's where we got to keep our fingers crossed. But it's, what will probably happen, it'll be like Facebook is going to lose connectivity probably for an hour or two during it, like the last time. Google search engine may go down. Twitter may go down. Instagram may go down. Cell phones may have problems if some towers are overloading. Because the towers are sitting up there, and when the stuff hits the earth, it creates an increase in the global electric circuit. And so you got all this extra electricity going from the sky to the earth and everything else. So probably a bunch more lightning strikes. Cell towers are going to go, and I bet, although he didn't say it, I'm willing to bet we're going to see a bunch more of Elon Musk's internet satellites going out, because they're right in that. He put it up right in that elevation where they're going to take hits and stuff.
Ooh, Starlink.
Yeah, Starlink. So, yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Headaches. Be a lot of tension headaches and migraines kicking off tomorrow. Yeah, there it is, migraines. Yeah. So whatever you can take in advance of a migraine, if you know one's coming on to help relieve it, start taking it. I can't give. Sorry, no, I can't give medical expertise. I need to tell my wife to do that. I can't tell you guys to take medications. But yeah. Yeah. I've been fighting inside my and you probably you're probably getting some, because even though the CME is coming out, the protons have already started hitting earlier. They travel faster than the CME. So passing out gummy bears. Thank you. Just remind me, got to add something to my shopping list tomorrow. Got to get some of the gummy vitamins for the grandkids. If I don't write it down, I will forget it.
I was thinking of picking up some gummies, not bears.
Okay, I need to get milk. Yeah, so guys, early in the morning, stock up. Yeah.
Joe's here.
Joe's here. Grow Big TV. Ba-boom.
Yo.
Yeah. Nah, I didn't say that.
Yeah. And then I got to see that. I got to also swing by the Pro Equipment Rentals and see when I can get a. Oh, what was it? Is Corky still in the Ark? I got to see about scheduling the rental of an excavator. My new replacement hydrant came a couple days ago. So now I got to get an excavator so I can go out there and dig down to it. So I can replace the one hydrant that got broken when somebody left the water on. Some kid playing with the water turned on the handle there. Just thought it'd be fun, and then it froze that night. But this the next couple of weeks here for a lot of people I can see going to be really busy in the garden. Of course, then there's also the others in Oklahoma, which are really busy trying to dig out and salvage stuff right now.
Yeah, and rebuild.
Not even to the point of rebuilding, they're just trying to salvage, get what they can out so they can tear down so they can rebuild. Oh, man. Yeah, I definitely got to find one of the winning lottery tickets. I know how lucky would be a good one. If that's just $1,000 a day for the rest of my life, except that what I do is I would have my son cash it in. So that's going to be another 40 years that he can draw on it. But for the first 20 years, my wife and I get the money. Then he gets the next 40 years. But all right, Uncle Al, see you later. Well, there's another chart where he shows going back from like the Carrington event, a graph going along, and it's slowly tipping down, and it's starting to get worse. Well, right about here is 2023, and 2023 was supposed to be up just a little bit, but there was an increase in the drop of the magnetosphere and in the movement of the poles. So, but if you need to know about that stuff, check out Suspicious Observers. Ben Davidson has some great stuff on that.
I threw the link on there a minute ago.
Okay, for his channel?
Yeah, for that video.
Oh, for the video? Yeah. And from the video, you can go to his channel. But yesterday's the first time in 7 years he put out 3 videos in one day because of the 4 solar flares. So yeah, you can expect to see some other stuff coming up here. And actually, let me take a look here, see if I can find something here on something else here.
He never showed his face until about not even a year ago.
You sure?
Yeah, I used to watch his videos all the time, and it was just talk, which is great.
Yeah, he would talk and stuff. Yeah, I started doing live. I thought I started doing live streams 2.5 years ago. At least that's when I clued into him.
Maybe he did. I was just watching all the videos that were popping up.
Yeah. All right. Okay. I'm looking at the USGS. It's been, okay, the last 6-pointer was in Vanuatu on the 8th. All right, so I'm expecting tomorrow to see a bunch more earthquakes popping up here. And that was trailing off the last corona hole, I think, that was going away. Hey, J-Dub, how's it going? Yeah, we got people from Canada. We got people from Sweden. I haven't seen, what's his name, from South Africa in here yet. And I haven't seen Rick from Australia. So I got several people from Australia that come in and pop up in here. And I actually found out that one of the people making comments and stuff is from Indonesia. I'm global. Yeah, Hendo, that's right, Hendo. I'm global, folks. Good night, Mother Earth Garden Club. Yeah, when it comes to bills and stuff like that, my mind's going back to the city council meeting. I don't, I hate, increases in bills. I don't think it's, but when there's a problem where previous administrations have sat for 20 some odd years, not keeping up to so they have maintenance stuff, able to take care of maintenance on the equipment for 23 years. And what was a nice balance years ago, it's suddenly gone down because all the equipment breaking because they haven't been doing maintenance on it because the last two mayors wanted to look good. And they kept hiding crap.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah, we need to look into this. We'll look into it next year. We don't need to worry about it this year. I wish I'd been recording the city council meetings the year before I started because he was doing a lot of that crap then. But yeah, anyways, yeah. But the city clerk was saying, well, I'm going to recommend, I recommend looking at all the numbers. So we only raised it up $25 for the water bit, for the water charge, which will still put us, still put us $15 less than where we should be at. Hey, we need the money now. We need to get the stuff fixed before more stuff breaks. We need to get it up to the $75 a month water bill because it's unlimited water, and get it out there, and so we can get that done, and so we can get the new. Hey, Tammy's here, Rebel Canners.
Oh, she's awake. Holy crap!
Yeah, she's awake. The kids woke her up. The boys woke her up again, and so we need to get the money in and get stuff repaired because half the water meters in the city don't work.
Ooh.
And they're talking about, all right, we got people who turn their water on, run water all summer long on their lawns. We need to bill them for that because they are using a lot more water than, me or anybody. Even when I water my lawns, my lawn is set up to water only so many hours. It's on a timer, boom, it's off. And there are people that are watering bigger lawns than mine. And I see that watering in the morning, sprinkler going, it's going in the afternoon, it's going at night, it's still going the next morning.
And it's still raining out, and it's still going.
Yeah, actually, at one time it was raining, and they were still doing it. It's like, oh, man.
It's free.
Yeah, all right. She dimed out her boys. Yeah, truth. They woke her up. So it's like, and the thing is, because they're using so much water, it's as if we have 20 more houses, in our little small city using water. That's 20%, 20 more going on there. That's like 18% more houses using water. So it's 18% more wear and tear on the pumps.
But it's free water. Why do I have to pay for it? It's free.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. It's just like, yeah. All I know, yeah, I'm just waiting for Kay, the 86-year-old guy, to step down and before the next election, so Curtis can hopefully appoint me to city council. Then once I'm on the city council, then I can go around. Yeah, I'm on the city council now. I'm running for election again, and then I'll be pushing harder for some of this stuff. I hate big government, but cities need to look out for their people. They need to have ordinances on the books to look out for the people, not ordinance to ding the people. It's like trying to get them to do the permit for the solicitors. If someone comes into town and they want to go door to door selling stuff, they need to get a $15 permit that's good for that month.
For each person.
For each person. Photo on the, you go in to get the picture taken, put on the thing. Here's your badge. Go on out. And if they don't, it's a $150 fine for them for not getting a permit. And it's a $25 fee for the company that's sponsoring them has to get a permit at the beginning too. If they don't get a permit, it's a $500 fine for the company for not getting a permit for their people.
So when are you going to start putting signs on the front lawn that says "Guilford City Council"? Next week?
No. It's the next election. The next election is in November of 25.
I'll start putting them out now. Make the guys scared to death, and maybe he'll be like, you know what? I don't want to do this.
I'm not sure what's going on. Of course, he's going, oh, my son's thinking about doing it. Well, your son better come to city council meetings. Because it's going to be out there that, oh, he's running for city council. He hasn't been to a city council meeting ever. That I've been here since 2016.
So can they just give the seat to their son because they want
to? No,
they
cannot. The mayor has to appoint whoever replaces the person. The person drops out or they get kicked out for non-attendance. They called for people who are interested to give a resume, and of course, my resume went in there with all my working with city councils and
government agencies,
board of supervisors, the state of California, and even here because when I was up there, I was working with all the Western region, so I dealt with the state of Idaho. So yeah. So my resume probably blows everybody else out of the water.
Yeah, the mayor's probably got a friend or somebody gave him a couple bucks to. Well, I need to appoint this guy.
No, Curtis isn't that way.
Let's hope not.
All right. What's worse is not the kicking each other in the family jewels. It's when they think it's funny to headbutt the adults in the family jewels. Oh, Daddy!
Hey, little football. Score.
Yeah, most city councils have the mayor can nominate someone for it, and the rest of the city council approves it. Some of them just decide, we're just going to have a special election. We don't want to be blamed for the wrong person getting in there, and that's the politics part. Oh man, but yeah. So get involved in your own city councils. Shake them up, scare them, let them know people are watching them. Man, oh Got a headache here right now. Ugh. Oh, I did get 37 pages written this morning when it was raining on my novel. I was in the zone. I finally got my music playlist transferred from this computer to the computer out there. Once that music was cranking, man, I was just typing away, just synced right in there.
Obviously, the grandkids were not over.
Grandkids were not over today. Tomorrow's Friday. They may show up in the afternoon, but tomorrow I'm probably working most of the day outside. Good night, Joseph. And we're hitting that time, so let me grab the list here because we are getting late here. All right, so tomorrow on Camp Patton Family Compound, Never Promised You a Rose Garden. You're gonna love it. We're gonna be talking about gardening and stuff and some other things. But you never promised it was all gonna be. Never promised it's all beautiful like crazy Captain Crazy does. Saturday here on Grayman Prepping. The title is Unhealth Care System, Unnecessary Treatments. And we got to be walking gingerly. So we're going to be talking in code, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, and all that stuff. So that the AI doesn't pick up on it.
I think I'm just going to lurk on that one.
Get your code book out, okay? Monday is on Camp Patton Family Compound. What are the best stoves for canning? And it goes along with that. What are the worst ones? On Tactical Tuesday, this is recommended by Rachel Knight. Smells that can cause trouble in SHTF, or as I prefer it, Tawaki. Because people use STHF for a drop of a hat. You know, now, SHTF is the poop hitting the fan for the nation. There's no such thing as a personal SHTF. It's a personal life-altering event. All right. And then, of course, next Thursday is going to be it. And I'm going to try to remember. I'm going to go through my thing here and try to remember to mark all the days that the city council meeting is to schedule it for a half hour later. But, you know,
that'll keep us from worrying about you.
Yeah. So you can see it a half hour later. Be ready, because if I get home early, I'm going to start as soon as I get home. One way or another, I'm starting as soon as I get home. So, yeah. Oh, and just to remember for all those who live in states that are socialists and communists and want to limit the number of seeds you're allowed to have in your pew. If it's it is not a magazine limit if it's belt fed. Because there is not one of them that talks about belt fed. Not one ordinance in the United States that talks about belt fed.
Are there conversion kits for certain hole punchers to make them belt fed versus magazine fed?
Yes, some of them there are. And there are some that you can get. You can get the former military versions that have been changed to semi, single pole, right, that are belt fed. Huh. I can tell you, I can pull the trigger pretty daggone fast.
Oh, so you go full semi-automatic. I know you saw that video when that guy said that.
Yeah. Well, there's another one too that's totally off thing. It's a hand crank. It has a little thing, so you can go as fast as you can turn that crank. So
yeah, the old Colt. Yeah, there you go.
Actually, it was something that was made for the 1022, the Ruger 1022. But anyways, all right, folks, that's it. Thank you for coming in. Remember, stay happy, stay safe, don't do anything foolish. Get ready for headaches tomorrow, and keep that into your preps: water, food, medicine, clothing. Learn a new skill and work on the garden, because I'm working on the garden tomorrow, inside and out. All right, see y'all later.
Have a good night.
Good night.